It was a fine evening, and I was having a stroll with a friend of mine. We happened to discuss on the reservation system in India. I told him it's unfortunate that the law of caste-based reservation in government establishments in India that was implemented to empower the ones who are socially oppressed has turned into a coast for the ones who belong to general category. I was taken aback when he gave me a ridiculed look and told me, why not? He said Dalits, or the so called untouchables in our forefathers' era, were beaten up so badly, physically and mentally, by the business class rich fellows that their life and existence became a shame for themselves. They lived a life of misery and died of poverty and shame. He said, now is the time for vengeance and to teach the upper class of the society a lesson for what they did to our forefathers. I quickly confirmed to myself. Apparently, my friend was from the quota based class. At the same time, I empathized with his pain and acknowledged that his grievance was justified. But I also wanted to tell him that we are no more in our forefathers' era. We are the nation of 21st century, and our youth today deserve equal opportunities, equal job opportunities, irrespective of their caste and community. To my knowledge, community or caste based reservation is a taboo for India today. Now, the point arises that the reservation in the government educational institutions for the quota category or oppressed class is essential because they come from a weaker financial background and they need a boost of morale. Fair enough. But I wonder, do all of them come from a weaker background? The point may arise that the religion or community based reservation is essential because their community needs motivation for stable existence. Fair enough. But I wonder, is growing your local community more important than treating the entire nation as one community? What about the ones who don't belong to a quota category and actually come from a weaker financial background and their parents can't even afford a single meal of the day? What about the children who belong to general quota and they've given their sweat and blood to accomplish top grades and yet they are not offered college admission or job letter because of reservation squeeze? What caste, religion, or community are we talking about in today's world? Please understand, our nation should not be represented by a religion or community, or Dalits, or scheduled caste, or scheduled tribe, or upper class. It should rather be represented by our nationality. That's what we are. If there is any way we want to empower the citizens of the society, we should not do so through community-based reservation, but through reservation based on financial status or health status. I believe a child who comes from a poor background or is physically or mentally challenged needs education or a job more than a child who comes from a specific caste or community. If you agree, say yes. If you agree, say yes with me. Ultimately, it's all about education and only education. Jobs will follow. We know that. If at all you need reservation, have it only for financially or physically weaker section of the society, and that too only for educational institutions. Although I believe education should almost be a free service for every citizen of the country, because it's a basic right. And once all the children of my country are educated, quota for jobs will not be required anymore. Fetching a job then will be about healthy competition and equal opportunity for all. Please refer to my video on education for sale, in which I spoke about right to education for every child. I think you must listen to it. That will give you more clarity. So to simplify this, let me tell you, I condemn all scriptures that divide humans into castes and communities. I condemn them. I am ready to burn all the books that encourage any movement against so-called untouchables. There is nothing as untouchables. We are all humans, and most importantly, we are all Indians. Nothing more, nothing less. If you talk about reservation to me, I will talk to you about the free basic right to education for all. If you talk about reservation for a certain community, I will talk about reservation for financially or physically challenged. Remember, while caste or community based reservation is a luxury for a certain section of the society, it becomes an element of hatred for the other section. It has to become an element of hatred for one section, while it is leisure for one section. As a result, it unknowingly divides people in the name of creating equal job opportunities for all. As I said, we are living in 21st century. Reservation kills knowledge and hard work. It is murdering knowledge and hard work, rather. So, to eradicate problems that are caused due to inequality, I believe our children need free education and not reservation. Thank you.